Good evening everyone, welcome back to the Old Charles. Today we have a deep dive, a very long look at a coin many of you own, the 1974 United States Kennedy half dollar. We are going to explore its value, its history, and every tiny detail that makes this coin fascinating. We will not use commas today, this will be a long journey, so settle in. First we must establish a foundational truth: the 1974 half dollar is a common coin. It was minted in enormous numbers. Its face value is 50 cents. Its silver value is 0. It is made of a copper nickel clad composition. This is the basic reality for the overwhelming majority of these coins. Now we break it down. Mint marks matter. The 1974 half dollar was struck at 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia coin has no mint mark. The Denver coin has a small d. The San Francisco coin has a small s. Look at the reverse side of the coin just above the date on the eagle's side. Find that tiny letter. The Philadelphia mintage was over 200 million coins. The Denver mintage was over 200 million coins. These are colossal numbers for a circulating half dollar. This abundance means a standard 1974 half dollar in worn circulated condition is worth just 50 cents. Its value is purely face value. This is a pocket piece, a coin that saw commerce. Its journey was in pockets and cash registers. Its value never rises above its 50-cent denomination. It is a piece of history but not a rarity. Condition is everything for a common coin to have any premium. It must be pristine. We are talking about mint state grades coins, untouched by circulation, coins with original luster and no contact marks. A 1974 half dollar graded MS65 by a professional service might fetch a modest premium, perhaps $5 to $15. The premium pays for the condition, the eye appeal, the state of preservation. Above average uncirculated coins, raw coins without certification, might bring $1 or $2 if they are truly brilliant uncirculated. Now we arrive at the San Francisco Mint, the 1974's half dollar. Most of these were not released into circulation. They were included in mint sets and proof sets. These coins were struck with special polished dies on polished planchets. They have a mirror-like finish. They are proofs. A 1974's proof half dollar is a beautiful object. Its value hinges on its condition. A perfect proof designated PF65 or PF70 might be worth $5 to $25. Again, not a fortune but a premium for beauty. Many were kept in their original packaging. These mint sets and proof sets were saved in huge numbers by the public. This existing supply further suppresses the value of individual coins because so many are available in perfect condition. But we must talk about errors. This is where the story of the 1974 half dollar becomes unpredictable. Value can spike dramatically but only for specific confirmed errors. Look for doubled dies, especially on the obverse, the side with President Kennedy. A strong doubling of the lettering or date can create significant value. A confirmed DDO doubled die obverse can be worth hundreds of dollars. Look for off-center strikes, coins that were not aligned properly in the press. A dramatic off-center strike showing a blank area of the planchet can be valuable. These errors are exceptionally rare. They require authentication from a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Do not assume your coin has an error. Wishful thinking is not numismatics. So let us summarize clearly. The value of a 1974 half dollar in most cases is 50 cents. It is worth half a dollar. A premium requires exceptional preserved condition, MS65 and above, or a proof designation. A large premium requires a verified dramatic error. Everything else is face value. This coin represents a transition. It was the last full year of the copper nickel clad composition before the bicentennial coinage the following year. It is a relic of the mid-1970s, a time of high inflation and declining coin collecting interest. That is why so many were made and so many were saved. History is not a list of dates. It is a breath, a pulse, a river without end. It is the silent weight in the soil beneath our feet and the ghost in the air we breathe. It is everything that came before this exact moment. It is the first spark from flint, the first word scratched in clay, the first seed planted by a hand that hoped. It is the rise of mountains so slow we cannot see it, and the fall of empires so swift they become legend. Between a grandfather's telling and a grandson's hearing, history is the sum of all human choices. Every love letter and declaration of war, every kindness and every betrayal, every invention born of curiosity and every weapon forged from fear. It is the collective memory of our species, a story we are all writing. Even now we find it here in the cracks of this broken pot, a fingerprint left by its maker, a story of a meal shared or water carried. We find it in the rust on a cannonball, the faded ink of a treaty, the worn stone of 1,000 footsteps on a temple stair. History is the crowd in a square listening to a speech. It is the sailor gazing at an unfamiliar shore, the scientist peering into a microscope, the child in a field watching the first airplane cross the sky. It is the silence after the battle and the noise of the market the next day. But history Is also the eraser, it is the library burned, the language forgotten, the story never told, it is the victory written by the winners and the song lost by the defeated, it is the empty space on the map, the unmarked grave, the name that disappeared from the record, so we must listen to its echoes, we must sift the dirt for the lost shard, we must read the diary and the ledger and the ship's log, we must hear the old songs and question the old statues, we must understand the cause that led to the effect that led to the world we have now. History is not the past is gone, history is our conversation with that absence, our desperate beautiful attempt to weave a narrative from the fragments, to find a path through the dark forest of time by the light of what we remember and what we choose to uncover. It is our anchor and our compass, it tells us where we have been and asks us fiercely where we will go next, for the river does not stop, it carries the silt of all our yes stays into the delta of our tomorrows, we are its current, we are its keepers.